cold, windy Doncaster station. Day off work, see what we can see, get a bit of railway photography on the go. Luckily this morning, sun's out, weather's nice, it's a bit cold, a bit windy, but light's lovely, so anything that's coming through the station at this point in the morning, it's there's some lovely light on it. No idea what's actually coming today, looking on real-time trains, but it's we'll see what happens. I know there's been a lot of cancellations and a lot of things that actually didn't run in the end, so we'll see how we go. But plan is obviously stay here for most of the day, try and get some nice liveries and some named stuff, and fingers crossed it all pans out. But I've got 3 things I'd like to see, to be honest. There's the National Railway Museum Class 91 LNER, fingers crossed that comes through. There's the new heavy haul rail Class 66 green one that I'd quite like to see. And then I know a lot of people don't care for it, but the new livery on the cross countries, fingers crossed that happens as well. So yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to actually appear on camera today, but we'll see how we go. Fingers crossed it turns out to be the sort of day I want it to be. So yeah, I'll chat to you in a bit. I know I've just spoke about it, but there's the new livery in cross country. A little bit of a Marmite, I think, but I think I'm the same as everybody else. I quite like the red on either end, but I'm a bit unsure as to why there's 2 grey coaches in the middle. But there we go. Only been here 20 minutes and that's 1 tick, so we're off to a good start. well, I'm back for a bit. It's all gone very quiet. There doesn't seem to be much freight at all until sort of mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock-ish. Quite difficult to photograph actually. There's yeah, it's getting a bit difficult. Sun's getting a bit brighter and what have you, but it's slightly rewarding though. There's been a couple of liveries, like, you know, I've had the cross-country new one and what have you, so we'll see what else turns up, but
your attention please.
It's not going too bad, so I'll chat to you in a little bit. Right, I'm back home, back at Wakefield. It's been a decent day though. I think the only disappointment really is the fact that, you know, the majority of the listings that were on Real Times Train for the freight mainly is that the majority of it ended up being just staying as run as required, or there were a few cancellations as well. But I think I've made the best of what I could with what came through, and I think it was a bit more difficult than I was expecting. I was hoping to treat it a little bit like a street photography as well, try and get shots of, you know, Joe Public getting on and off trains, or, you know, try and get something a little bit different that's not totally centered around just the trains. But one, it wasn't as busy as I was expecting with people. I remember going to Donny Station when I were a young lad, and you couldn't move on platforms for people getting on and off trains. Two, the light was very in and out, sort of towards dinner time and after. It was quite dull, so it's not been particularly easy at all. But I think I'm pleased with majority of the shots that I got. Obviously, I've shown and filmed what's come through most of the day. So now I'll just pop up any stills that I've got that have turned out that I'm happy with. So fingers crossed, people have enjoyed it. You've all enjoyed watching, and hopefully there'll be another video that comes quite soon. I would, like I said in the previous video, my macro one. I do want to try and get out more, but we'll see if the opportunities come up, and I think I'll try and do a wildlife one next. So keep your eyes peeled, and thank you for watching. And as I said, here are the shots from the rest of the day that I've not posted so far. See you later.